What is the scoop on the identification and reporting of child abuse, maltreatment and neglect workshop? This video gives you a brief history and summary of the child abuse workshop. Beginning in September of 1990, all individuals seeking licensure or certification in New York State have been required to take the identification and reporting of child abuse, maltreatment and neglect workshop, which is also commonly known as the mandated reporter training. This training requirement was largely due to the death of a 6-year-old girl named Lisa Steinberg, who had been abused by her adoptive parents and died in 1987. The case drew international attention, mostly because the abuse was so heinous, but also because it was so obvious, and it was clear that all of the adults at Lisa's school should have reported the abuse to authorities. Her death could have been averted through the use of common sense and simple action. The workshop itself focuses on different types of abuse: physical, sexual, emotional, and neglect, which is a failure to provide adequate food, shelter, or care. Calling in a report does not require proof or certainty, but merely a suspicion that abuse is taking place. The course had been updated a few times over the years, but very recently, there have been significant changes, requiring mandated reporters to get recertified more than once. In 2022, the NYSED updated the regulations in Section 413 of the Social Services Law and required that all mandated reporters repeat the course to ensure that everyone was exposed to the new material, which consisted of coursework that included the implicit bias and adverse childhood experience (ACE) material. That was supposed to have been completed by April 1, 2025. Now, 2026, the NYSED has updated the coursework again, and originally they sent out a memo saying that all mandated reporters complete the entire course again even if they took the last updated course earlier this year or last year. They then pivoted on that stance and declared that all mandated reporters who took the last updated version can simply take an addendum module to satisfy the latest update. NYSED has described the newest content as the addition of guidance on identifying an abused or maltreated child when such child is an individual with intellectual or developmental disability. What are the laws that changed? Chapter 25 of the Laws of 2024 amended Social Services Law Section 413 to require additional training to include protocols and guidance on identifying abused or maltreated children with intellectual or developmental disabilities, ID/D, within the New York State mandated identification and reporting of child abuse and maltreatment/neglect coursework. This law requires that mandated reporters, including those who have previously undergone the current training, complete the updated training curriculum by November 17, 2026. If you have completed an approved provider mandated reporter training between December 1, 2022 and August 31, 2025, you will need additional information, the addendum content as a separate course, in order to be in full compliance with the recent changes in the law. Approved providers were required to begin offering updated mandated reporter training workshops to include the new requirements outlined in Chapter 25 of the Laws of 2024 on September 1, 2025. If you completed the Child Abuse Mandated Reporter Workshop before December 1, 2022 or have not completed it before, you must make sure that you take the latest version of the workshop with an approved provider. What was the new updated version that people took before September 1, 2025, also known as New Program? Chapter 56 of the Laws of 2021 amended Social Services Law Section 413 to require additional training to include protocols to reduce implicit bias in decision-making processes, strategies for identifying adverse childhood experiences, ACEs, and guidelines to assist in recognizing signs of abuse or maltreatment while interacting virtually within the New York State mandated identification and reporting of child abuse and maltreatment/neglect coursework. This law required that mandated reporters, including those who have previously undergone the current training, completed the updated training curriculum by April 1, 2025. The newest version further amended this requirement yet again, as of September 1, 2025. Thus, if you completed mandated reporter training between November 1, 2022 and August 31, 2025, you may complete this new 15-minute addendum, which includes the additional topic of child abuse pertaining to those with intellectual or developmental disabilities, ID/D. This latest version should be taken at www.nysed.workshop.com for the best user experience, best content, and best method for transmitting your completion certificate to the NYSED electronically. If you found our child abuse video helpful, Please make sure that you click the like button below and subscribe, and check back with us often to find new videos on how to become a certified teacher or school employee in New York State and get hired for jobs. These videos are brought to you by NYSED Workshop. The original, and still the best, New York State approved provider of mandated workshop training statewide. Great news! As a reward for watching our video all the way to the end, we are pleased to present you with a discount coupon code for 10% off at our website www.nysedworkshop.com that can be used for any of our courses, including the combo packages. The code is YouTube10.